CustomTactiles.com here, and the knife we're looking at today is a relatively new knife from Elishewitz and Hogue, and it's called the EX-01. It's a collaboration knife between Elishewitz and Hogue, and you can see some of the markings on the blade. Elishewitz's logo's there, and Hogue's is there. So, take a little closer look at this knife. This is a fairly hard-used knife with a nice sort of dimpled grip finish on this sort of pattern G10, which they call G-Mascus. You can see it has sort of that dimpling, that the pattern has that sort of raindrop sort of texture to it that Damascus often has, and it's machined out of two pieces and then connected here right across, and the split joints in the middle, and then the back here you have a lanyard bar, no lanyard hole, the Hogue logo here. This is the larger 4-inch blade, drop point version of the knife with a tumbled finish on it, they call it, which is really like a stonewash finish. It looks good. It's got that sort of a Strider style finish to it. Maybe a little bit cleaner of a finish, but you know, the stonewash with the G10 kind of a thing going on. The pocket clip's reversible. This lock is a button lock, but it has sort of the look of an automatic, but it's not an auto. As far as I understand it, Alan is actually designing an auto version of the knife, which probably won't require too much changes. Unlike a lot of other button lock knives, which are literally straight conversion, like basically automatics with a spring remove, the Hogue Elishewitz is not. It's designed to open without pushing the button first, so it doesn't lock close. It just has it almost uses the button as a detent sort of a thing, so it kind of drops it. You can feel the button drop because it slides into a sort of a notch there in the tang to kind of give it a little bit of holding for it to stay closed. It's actually quite amazing knife. I was very impressed with the knife for what I paid for it. I bought it off a fellow I know, gently used, well, gently sharpened, not used. It takes a really nice edge. It's a 154 cm cryo treated, double cryo treated according to those guys at Hogue. I'm not sure exactly what that process is, but it does take a very fine edge, and cuts really well when I tested it out. You can see that the only portion of the knife which has the handle that has metal is in the area of the lock and the pivot, I guess, to create a stronger lock with the button lock. It creates a knife that is slightly more tip heavy than your usual knife. Balance leans towards the tip side, so if you're holding it, you will feel that it is blade heavy, which is not entirely bad. It's maybe not ideal, but it still feels pretty good. It still has a nice solid handle, so you don't feel like it's a cheap knife. It's actually quite well made, and that's quite apparent when you handle the knife. The grip's actually very good on this model. They have an aluminum model. They also have a 3.5-inch model. The aluminum and basically every single combination of aluminum with Tonto 3.5-inch and 4-inch, and basically any combination of handle material and blade style and length is available from the Hogue website, just about. So this one, the G-Mascus version of it, does have very nice dimpling here and gives you really good grip. The aluminum version is a little bit less grippy. Personally, I find the G-Mascus version the most desirable. There's also a slide lock here, which looks like the same type of locks that automatics often have, but in this case, the slide lock is meant to prevent the knife from closing on you, so you can slide it in and release it, and the blade's going nowhere. It barely even wobbles. So that's a nice little feature there. You might see a whole bunch of reviews of this knife, or not so much reviews, but testing of this knife. Alan did on YouTube. He tested the lock strength and a few other things. Kind of neat stuff. If you're interested in this knife, you should take a look at the stuff that Alan's put up. So hope you guys enjoyed this short review. The Elishewitz Hogue EX-01. Have a good one.